To the 12 tribes of the children of Israel scattered abroad, in the name of Jehovah our Creator, and Jesus Christ of Nazareth our King, my name is Lily of the Valley, and today's lesson is about DNA. It is a pretty new term. I didn't grow up hearing it, but this is just to tell the children of Israel to stay away from modern science or science that goes against the Bible or science that comes out of Edom and the Nobel Peace Prize bunch and the high IQ science. Remember, a lot of those people practice science based on Kabbalah, sorcery, magic, and those things. There's good science in the Bible, like you can look at Daniel. He was a good scientist. He was skilled in the sciences. We still use the science from Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and the Most High. We use natural science, natural remedy, earth stuff, because we're the people who come from earth. DNA science doesn't come from the Most High in terms of how they're using it now and what they're using it for. Notice the term came about. This is Etim Online. It came about in 1931. We're just hearing a lot about it now. It's an abbreviation for deoxyribonucleic acid. Okay. In the 1520s, I think from Dutch, D.N.A. from 1975, Middle Dutch splicing or splice to splice from Proto-Germanic sply or from Pyroot splee to split or splice. So notice the CRISPR and the things they do in the labs have a lot to do in mixing flesh. The type of flesh that is not to be mixed, because in our Bible, it says the penalty for that is death. I'm going to link that document in terms of eugenics and how the Caucasian Neanderthals say they come from monkeys transformed into human beings. The term human beings is not in our Bible either. Who I'm speaking, I'm a child of Jacob. I come from the earth. My forefather is Adam and Eve. So we were created by Jehovah. Everybody has a story as to how they come about. So all these vaccines that you see, the nurse that take it and she keel over and die. Some of them face twist up. We get treated and they practice on us, and all of us have all these medical conditions that we didn't have before that they're causing. It's all of these experimenting. So when you think you're putting your DNA into a spit and they're going to tell you who you're related to, no, they're using it for criminal records, for research, to steal your identity, to experiment. They steal your children. They use them for body parts, pedophile ceremonies, all of those things. The same people around the earth are doing these things, okay? If we were reading our Bible, we would have been well aware of it because the Most High told us about it. So you see, it have to do with retrovirus. Notice you have the RNA and the DNA stuff that they're talking about now, the scientists who do that type of work. 1977, earlier retrovirus, 1974, from reverse transcriptase plus virus. So they add in things, taking things away, gain of function. We heard a lot about that with this coronavirus. And before that, it was the MERS, and before that, H1N1. And then we had the Zika, and we had measles, and mumps, and rubella, and polio. All of these things never used to exist long ago. Now we have more viruses than we can count. Okay? So it says, so-called because it contains reverse transcriptase, an enzyme that uses RNA instead of DNA to encode genetic information, which reverses the usual pattern, remodeled by influence of retro backwards. Notice a lot of people take the China sitting and then get more disease, then face twist up, then dead. And even some of the doctor, them like the Jamaican doctor, the one where they are New York, where use prayer and the natural remedy, him cure himself. The other lady, she have all kind of Muhammad in her son name, but she was the one that just died in the hospital too. So we have to go back to our God-given ways, the Jehovah given ways of curing ourselves, and don't follow the religions and the customs of the heathen, because that way leads to death. Okay? Psalm 83, Galatians 3, Galatians 4, Ezekiel 38, a lot of coalitions out there to kill us, the Negroes, who are the children of Israel. So una have to open your eyes and your ears. See, I know people native to northern Japan, Eastern Russia, 1819. Self-designation literally mean man-human. So they're not real people. Once considered to be Caucasian based on their appearance. DNA testing has disproved this. Their language is an isolate with no known relatives. So a lot of these who look like they're from Earth, they're not from Earth. There are some Neanderthal beings. They're Nephilims mixed up with a whole bunch of fleshes that are not supposed to mix with fleshes. Like, you're not supposed to have food, things like have to do with rabies or wild beasts or monkey or blue crab, and some of these things are what's in that dead babies. Lord, please let them don't even touch this video, because them know say a true, and when you talk truth, they love take down your video. But yeah, the whole sacrificing the children end up in the inoculations. Let us put it like that. So they have the mutation, and you notice them say this version and this strain and which one more deadlier than the other. They've been releasing these things. It's all a part of the eugenics program that they sign a pact with the devil. The devil come to seek, to kill, to steal, to destroy, to lie, to do sorcery, and they do it many different ways through many different people in high places. Okay? So, missile, it has to do with leprous, a leper, both around 1300 from old French missile, wretched, leprous, a wretch. So, in our Bible, leprous people had white skin in the black skin that they had, and thin yellow hair. It was a condition. When Jesus came, gave us the ability to cure leprosy and